and the people around him, RFK Jr., for example, most people believe in childhood vaccines. I mean,
yes,
this is.
It's called science. It's
not,
called saving lives.
And there was no question when I was a kid. I got all of the childhood vaccines. You got all of the childhood vaccines.
Of course, my kid got extra because we got him measles before he was 6 months, so it didn't count. So we had to get him double measles.
Double measles.
Yeah.
I never knew there was a double measles.
Yep.
But I mean, why do you? Of course you do that. You want to protect your kids.
I know, but it's quackery.
But you also want to protect your kids from other kids. In other words, vaccines are a classic public good.
Yes.
And this is a kind of example, and there are many other examples in Trump world where they say there are no such things as public goods.
That's it.
We're all individuals. We're all atomized individuals, just simply seeking as much money, as much power, as much
But I'd take it a little farther than that.
Possibly can.
Because I think there's no such thing as a public good except I'm going to go get my vaccine.
Yes.
Let's be real.
Because
You think Trump's not going to get a vaccine?
Because I'm privileged,
right,
and I am powerful, and I'm wealthy.
Right.
Exactly.
And just to watch measles come back, and I know you've written a lot about how polio, was a thing in your existence.
It was a terrible scourge. I mean, I remember visiting a friend of mine in an iron lung.
Yeah.
Her name was Holly, and I was 5 years old, and I was petrified, and she was petrified. She did come out of it.
Yeah.
I remember another friend, Johnny, who came down with polio. I mean, polio was a parent's nightmare because so many of these kids did not come out. They either were paralyzed for life, or they just never functioned.
But science and America and the government and organization and public health, it came together and it conquered it.
Exactly. It came together, Heather. And this is a very important point. I mean, we stood for, in the world and in our own minds, we stood for science. We stood for rational application of research. We stood for the Enlightenment values. When I said the Enlightenment, I'm talking about really the 18th century. Enlightenment values of basically doing what people can for the polity, for the community, for society, for taking what you learn in science and applying it to the public good. It's gone, or at least Trump and the people behind Trump and around Trump want to create a kind of a pre-Enlightenment world, going back to what, the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages?
Lobotomies were common. I think he wants to bring back lobotomies.
Can I quote you on that?
I mean, it just feels like, or maybe it's just brainworms, but also science you build, you learn, it's iterative. You can't just take out chunks of years of data and then catch up.
No, you can't. And also, I mean, the thing that one of the many things that worries me is that you have all of these people in research universities who are the vanguard of American knowledge, the vanguard of our competitiveness internationally, the vanguard of our industry, the vanguard of our economy, the way we maintain our standard of living, and they are not any longer getting funding. The National Science Foundation, the National Institutes of Health. The Congress used to be really behind, and Republicans especially, behind all of this scientific research.
Yeah.
I remember from the 1950s with Sputnik. Mm-hmm. We had a Soviet Union that was competing with us, and we had to invest in science or they would, as Khrushchev said, they would kill us. They would, they would eat our lunch.
And we had American scientists, and we attracted scientists from all over the world to come here and build it here and do it here because of all of our resources and all of our tenacity.
And this is now being eaten away and undermined by Donald Trump and the people around him.